And I thought we did some pretty good things again in the first half, and we didn't carry that into how we played in the second half, and dug ourselves a hole. I thought we did a fairly good job of keeping their guards out of the lane and disrupting us in the first half, and we didn't do that at all really defensively. So, not a great effort, for us defensively in the second half, and offensively also, we contributed to our poor defense by our turnover total, and you got to give credit of how hard Kentucky competed and played defensively, and their pressure is as good as I've seen this year in the games that we've played. And you got to do against an elite team on the road. You got to make your free throws. You got to convert easy opportunities when you have them, and we didn't really do that in the second half.
Question for the coach.
Bobby, how much was this game about grit, especially in the first half?
Yeah, I mean, we did a good job, manufacturing extra possessions on offense, going to the offensive boards, and it's something that it's been the thing we've probably done the best so far this year. And we knew how hard Kentucky was going to play, and particularly after last week, and Coach Cal having a chance to get after these guys on the practice floor, and they obviously received the message in terms of how hard they played, and then they started making shots in the second half early, from behind the three that they weren't doing as well in the first half.
If you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll get a microphone to you.
Bobby, the problems in the second half defensively, did it just boil down to letting their guards get into the lane, or what else contributed to that?
Well, I mean, they did early get a few buckets going to the rim on us, and then they hit a few threes. Briscoe hit a three, and Murray hit a three, and I think one was banked in. I'm not sure, but so there were that was a few of those shots were a little deflating for us, but I think more so it was just our lack of execution on offense and converting some opportunities we had to keep the game close, and especially at the free throw line, in the first minutes of the second half.
Everyone's sort of focusing right now on how Scal is struggling. What kind of luxury, though, is it to have him go for 0-0 and bring a guy like Lee in off the bench and see him do what he did?
Yeah, I mean, he's a seasoned player with experience and playing in big games, and he has obviously the physical tools that you look for, and his mobility and his motor, and how he plays. So he can finish, and then he's good on defense around the basket. So it's a great thing for Kentucky to have that.
Bobby, when Kentucky broke it into double digits, Briscoe, I think, scored 9 straight points, threes, and also driving. Do you think he has a quality of kind of rising to the occasion or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, that kid has played in a lot of big games in his career, and he's just got a great knack for getting to the rim, and the handle to do it, and the body to finish through contact. And I think even scored a basket at the rim against our zone, which really shouldn't happen against zone defense. So he's a talented guy with a very bright future.
Anyone else? Any other questions for the coach?
Right here.
Just what do you guys take away from this experience, even though you came out with a loss, playing in front of a crowd like this in this type of environment?
I thought we competed the way a good team should compete in the first half, and then we got to get back to the drawing board and look at the film and go through some of the breakdowns that we had in the second half that contributed to the position that we were in. And again, I know that Kentucky, had some responsibility for that as well with the plays that they were making. But there were a lot of things that we need to learn from as a team and improve on. And this is really, that was the poorest half of basketball that we've had since our opener. So it's, and we've had a pretty hard schedule so far. So I know that the guys will bounce back from this. Thank you, guys.